The Polerouter is one of the most iconic pieces from the 50s. The pocket watch was still in use here and there, the wristwatch still under development, and it was far away from the ultra-robust tool that is ubiquitous today. Manufacturers like Universal Geneve tried to convince buyers rather with technical excellence than design. The Polerouter demonstrates this with its name. It was developed for pilots on their way over the North Pole. In 1954, an aircraft of the Scandinavian Airlines System, SAS, did exactly that. It flew from Copenhagen to Los Angeles. Decades later, Universal Geneve was forgotten, but then, by end of 2023, Breitling bought the brand with a plan of a relaunch that will take place in 2026. So it's important to know that these new Polerouters are not for the public. They will go into the archive, one will be for sale at an auction in Geneva, but they give us very good hints about what will happen in 2026. So stay tuned and let's continue with the specifications. We have a watch with a case diameter of 35 mm, a length lug to lug of 45.4 and a height of 10. Lug width is 19. Then we have a sapphire crystal, a regular crown and a water tightness of 50 meters. The watch is powered by a new old stock movement from the 60s. The Microrotor caliber 169 with a typical slow beat rate of 18,000 and a power reserve of 57 hours. They produce only 3 watches, white gold, red gold and steel, and the price as mentioned is irrelevant for now. I said in the introduction that Universal tried to create something with excellent specs rather with a flashy design. In fact, the look of the watch was created by a young 23-year-old Gerald Genta, today a legend, but back then just the man for the job. Conservative, legible. The only playful elements are the two-tone dial that you don't find on every Polerouter and the twisted lugs, so a down-to-earth watch with a strong resemblance to other watches from that era. Form follows function. Universal used an anti-magnetic cage to make the watch ready for the pole, and they wanted it to be slender and comfortable for long journeys. Here comes the Microrotor into play. That allowed a very slender build of the movement. This together with a waterproof case and voila. So not extremely exciting by today's standards, but actually one of the most serious tools in the watch history. And it is very obvious that this tool is highly valued by the new owners because you don't see so many alterations. They even kept the case size of 35 mm and the height. In addition is the SAS logo on position 6, but that's basically it. By the way, the one for auction comes with a handmade white gold bracelet manufactured by this gentleman here, Laurent Joliet. Very impressive, I must say. Okay, but what are the predictions for 2026 now? What are the plans of the new Universal CEO Georges Kern? A few days ago, in November this year, the Swiss newspaper Handelszeitung wrote, Universal Geneve will be positioned higher as a brand than Breitling. Kern is likely to target 5-figure prices in the range of 15 to 30,000 francs. In this segment, competition is somewhat less fierce than between 5 and 10,000 francs, where Breitling is mainly fishing for customers. One thing is clear, Kern's ambition is to bring Universal back to where the brand once was, at the forefront of Swiss watchmaking. Universal was mentioned in the same breath as Rolex or Heuer. Quote end. Not 100% satisfying for watch lovers with a sense for history, correct? Probably they will create watches that one of these brave SAS pilots would never have bought. Design and marketing could take over. But let's be fair, let's wait, let's see the first models in fall 2026. Alright, that's all for this episode. Please give this video a thumb up and hit the subscribe button, then updates will follow soon. Thank you very much and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.